means is that we have a tremendous amount of power within us. And this power is being used whether we understand it or not. And so that's what kind of hooked me into wanting to learn more about energy, because it's here, it exists. It's a part of our universe, it's an absolute truth. So what I mean to that is we have absolute truths and we have relative truths. So the absolute truth means every single one of us can look at the fact or the situation, and no matter how we feel about it, no matter what our opinion is, it remains true. The integrity of the information holds firm, doesn't matter what anybody says or thinks. When we go to relative truths, that changes. So I have my idea and my goals and my vision for what I hope this masterclass brings to you guys, but it might not match how you guys experience it. And there is nothing I can do about that truth. It is relative to my experience and relative to your experience. So your truth is just as valid as mine. Does that make sense? So I loved the fact that I felt like I stumbled upon something that was an absolute truth. Within an absolute truth, now I can build something of stability within my human condition once I understand it and how it works. Does that make sense? Okay. So back to the fact that we have 100 trillion atoms in each one of our 50 trillion cells. That means we are a mega powerhouse of energy. That's right. All right. Which makes us incredibly significant in our life, is how I interpreted that. So, what is energy? Okay, for me, one of the most beautiful things that I came to find about energy is that it has a natural rhythm. I call it the flow. I think a lot of people use that word, the flow. But energy within itself has specific characteristics that have proven through scientific and physics studies to have absolute truths to them. Two things that have baffled scientists, two things that have taken physicists and said, wait a minute, why is this happening like this? I don't understand it. And as I came to understand that, again, comes stability within our human condition, because there's a whole lot of relative truths within our human condition and our interactions with other people. But there are some absolute truths that we can stand upon and build our own power source and powerhouse of energy, okay? So, the flow is an energetic current of life. It moves like a river, so it's free to cut away new pathways. It's free to be, to have opposition when it encounters obstacles, and it's free to flow easily. So with that thought in mind, so this is how I'm picturing energy in our human condition, picturing energy as a flow. So what is the natural state of energy? So through numerous scientific studies, they have proven some consistent behaviors to energy. And there are three core behaviors that kept showing up in all of the different physics studies that I was doing. And those three things really stood out to me, and I took them out and wanted to understand more. So the first one is that energy is always cooperative. Irregardless of the situation, energy at its purest level will always try to cooperate as best as it can with its environment. Energy also seeks a win-win scenario whenever possible, and this has actually been confirmed with physics research. Again, to the surprise and sometimes not expectation of the physicist. So what that tells me is the same thing we've learned about our body, homeostasis. We live healthiest and thrive in a balanced environment. Energy is no different, and its core qualities come to support just that. Also, energy is instantaneous in its delivery, without question. Energy, again, at its pure form. We come in the mix and we mess all of that up, to be quite honest. And it's not just us. The more matter something takes up, the more real estate, the less that the qualities kind of stay to that integrity. So that also interested me. I wanted to understand why. If energy can do that and it's that powerful, we have that much of a storehouse of it. Why? Why does it get so scattered? Why does it get so chaotic? Why does it get so disrupted? Does that make sense?